Okay, welcome to week 2 recap. Coming at you live from the lounge. Not really live, but I like to say that, sounds cool. All right, hopefully you enjoyed week 1 recap. Week 2 is probably going to be a little the same, although I took a little bit of your feedback, and hopefully I can come at you with something a little better than last week. All right, we're going to start out with Sherman's March versus Dig My Butker. Sherman's March, without Ben Roethlisberger, I don't think he had much of a chance. Ben gave him 39 points, which pretty much outscored the rest of his team. Greg Zuerlein, last minute scratch, did not know that, got a big goose egg, but I still managed 126.5 points. Dig My Butker, not too shabby, but not enough to beat Sherman's March. He got 20.9 points out of McCafferty. Diggs, big day for Diggs, 31.4 points. That -2 on Thursday night really killed him. They totaled out at 107.1 points, but Sherman's March totaled at a 126.5, giving them a well-needed victory. Sherman's March goes 1-1. Coach Gavin and Tom, though, 0-2 with Dig My Buckers. Next week, Sherman's March is going to face Belichick's Hoodies. That's going to be a good matchup. Dig My Butker will go to Freeman's All Day Amusement Park. Moving on to Belichick's Hoodies versus Just Bless 'Em. Man, Just Bless 'Em. Couldn't pull this one off. Belichick's Hoodies pulls this victory out. Matthew Stafford, 24.7 points. Michael Thomas, 24.9. Brandon Cooks, Alex Collins, Kamara, actually, all double digits, totaling 125.6. Coach Ron, though, Just Bless him, could not do it this week. Got high score last week, couldn't pull off a victory this week. Even though Phillip Rivers with 22.7 points, Antonio Brown didn't do too much, 11.2. But that Bears defense, which was a waiver wire pickup for Coach Ron in week 2, got 19 points. Still only came out with 100 points, not going to do it in week 2 for Just Bless him. They go 1-1. Belichick's Hoodies goes 2-0. Belichick's Hoodies will face me next week, and the 1-1 Just Bless'ems will face the 0-2 Mr. Rogers Neighborhood. Moving on to G5 Big Dick Players against Mr. Rogers Neighborhood. G5 pulls victory here, 122-102. He got that from Kirk Cousins, 33.5 points. Barkley, that first round rookie the Giants got. They can't seem to get a win, but he did get 17.8 points out of Barkley. Double digits out of Cook, Tate, Ingram, actually 16.2, totaling 122. Oh boy, Mr. Rogers Neighborhood. I don't know where to go here. Aaron Rodgers, 16 points. Sammy Watkins, 16.1. Not going to do it. Odell Beckham, 7.1. It's an awfully high price to pay there in New York for somebody that's not producing. Kareem Hunt, 14.5, but all in all, 102.7. Not going to do it. Coach Doug goes to 0-2. Big Dick Players goes to 1-1. Next week, G5 will face PB&J, who is also 1-1. Moving on to the Bird's Nest versus PB&J. Coach Brad pulls out a victory here. He's going to go 2-0 as well. Drew Brees, so-so, 17 points, but it was Melvin Gordon, 27.6. Thielen, my God, that attack there in Minnesota is crazy. 25.1. Aguilar got 19 points, got a goose egg out of Gates. I don't know if he was a late scratch or they just didn't go to him this week. But 111 points for Coach Brad, facing PB&J. Deshaun Watson, 22.8. Tyreek Hill, 17.5. Zeke, 17.1. Total 102. Not going to do it when Coach Brad gets 111 points. 2-0, the Bird's Nest, 1-1, PB&J. Bird's Nest will face Pottstown next week, and the PB&J will be facing G5 Big Dick Players. To the game of the week. My God, high score in this one. Coach Tim and Coach Brady and Gabe. So we got Freeman's All Day against Pottstown Rat Bastard. No shame in Coach Tim, but man, his 138 points isn't going to do it. Coach Brady and Gabe, 139.1. This is less than a point victory. I mean, this was a nail biter. Let's see, Pottstown Rat Bastards, where do I start? Mahomes, 38.8 points. AJ Green on Thursday night, 27.4. It's always nice going into Sunday with those points. Juju, 24.6. Again, balanced attack, 139.1 is going to give Coach Brady and Gabe a victory and a $100 high score of the week. But Coach Tim, man, we got to have a segment. I could have played anybody else this week because that's Coach Tim. He could have played anybody else, he would have beat him. Cam Newton, 27.6. Todd Gurley, 30.8. Kelsey, 26.4. It's just 138 points. Not going to bring a victory. It's going to bring Coach Tim to 0-2 is what's going to happen. Coach Brady and Gabe go 2-0. Freeman all day. Next week is going to face Dig My Butker and let's see. Sorry for the pause. Pottstown Rat Bastards is going to face the Bird's Nest. They are both 2-0. That is going to be a big game next week. Okay, I am going to interject a new segment. It's going to be a prediction. I don't know if it's going to work out. I'm going to start the prediction with Sherman's March versus Belichick's Hoodies. I am going to predict Sherman's March is going to lay an egg. Belichick's Hoodies is going to run all over them. That's all I got to say. That's the only prediction I have. That is the Week 2 recap. Stay classy, Flemington. I'll come at you next week with a new recap. I'll get this thing uploaded to YouTube tonight. Hopefully have it out to you tomorrow. Hopefully you're enjoying the league. We will see you next week.